theoretically, we have our Shastras which explain this. Practically, we all have to implement things. So once we implement things, things will be better. So it's a 6-step stage process actually. So it starts with something called Kriya. So Kriya means action. So you do an action. So for example, you hate somebody, that is an action. So Kriya leads to something called Anubhava. So Anubhava, based on that Kriya, you have a feeling of positivity, a feeling of negativity in your life. So based on that action, you take a stance. It's a positive feeling, it's a negative feeling. So that is called Anubhava. So Kriya, Anubhava, then comes Samskara, which is the most important in Sanatana Dharma, which leads to Vasanas. Vasanas means the likes, desires, the impressions that we have in our mind. So for example, you get married, your beginning was reasonably very happy, then you started fighting with each other, and then you create an impression about that particular person, which is from samskaras, it becomes a vasana in your subconscious kind of a mind. So after vasanas, it becomes an Icha, sort of a deep desire. So it gets imprinted in our mind. So for example, our desire to party, our desire to do reasonably unwanted things and wanted things kind of a thing, it becomes a deep desire. So this is the 5th level. And finally, the 6th level is craving. It's called Trishna. So this is the 6th level. So this is how the process works. So Trishna is a deep craving for anything. So for example, you get addicted to alcohol, you get addicted to unwanted things and those kind of things. So for example, in the same story where the fight started and you started hating that particular person, after some time you want to separate, and then you start getting a feeling that a spouse is not required because the entire feeling was not good enough. So you feel that the boys cheat, the girls cheat, you generalize it for the public population. So these are the 6 levels how our mind sort of thinks about it. So here the most important thing is samskara and vasana, the 3rd and the 4th level. So what we need to do is, it's a repeat until loop. So repeat until loop from a samskara, before it becomes a vasana in our mind, we need to get into a stage called vritta. So the mind space that we have, it needs to be filled with something else. So now what are those something else? It can be bhakti yoga, it can be kriya, it can be jnana, and it can be karma.